Hey there, welcome to West Salable Proshop YouTube channel. I'm Echo, and this is the third installment of Echo Throws a Mystery Ball. Shout out to Adam Ishman and Brian Garland, our Brunswick reps, for entertaining our antics. So for those of you that are tuning in for the first time, when they send us our new release balls, they send one 14-pound ball, because I'm the one that can demo that throws 14. And it's random, so I don't know. I have no idea what really new release ball is in this box. So without further ado, let's see what it is. Ha ha! It's the real time. So I can maybe make a couple of guesses about this ball, even though I don't really know anything about it. Guessing by the name, it probably has some similarities to the big time, if I had to guess. But let's find out. All right, so I'm getting ready to throw the real time. So part of the whole mystery box adventure, if you will, is that this ball comes in and Ben drills it for me. So I don't know what the layout is. I don't know anything necessarily about the ball. So I'm throwing it on the lane for the first time, somewhat similarly to how some of you might throw a ball on the lane for the first time, not having necessarily any expectation as to what the ball is gonna do. Now, I can make a couple of observations about this ball and maybe make some guesses. It's beautiful, sparkly and pink and purple, which is great. I'm also noticing that it's not super shiny, and it's also not super dull. So I'm gonna guess that the surface is somewhere in the middle. Maybe it's a hybrid. Again, complete guess. After I throw a few balls, we'll all learn about it together. All right, let's see what happens. Okay. I got that ball, I warmed up with my Eternity. I didn't float that ball outside quite as far as I did my warm-up shots. So let's see if I can get it outside a little more, see if that helps. That was a little better. Okay, so based on that, I'm gonna move right just a little bit. So far, I like the motion down lane. It's not super angular, but it's also not exceptionally rolly. Threw that a little hard. That's way outside. Predictions about this ball. I don't know. Haven't found a line I like yet. Ooh, there, maybe. She looks great and looks like she's gonna hold, and then she gets on her horse and she goes. Oh, that was terrible. Trying to think of a ball in my current bag that rolls similarly to this, and I don't know that I have one. Better. We're getting closer. Okay, I like where I put it. So far, that's the shot that I like the best. I think that if I can get that rolling early, a little bit earlier, I think we'll have it. All right, there it is. Indeed. So, again, not really knowing anything about this ball. Where I'm lined up right now is a fair amount farther right than I normally would. So it definitely needs to get through, to push through some oil. I'm also noticing that the more I throw it, whether it's because I'm throwing it more so I know what shape I'm looking for, or maybe the cover is just getting a little bit of oil in it. I'm rolling a little more consistently. Oh, way outside. That came closer to the pocket than I expected it to. Expected it to roll out a little bit. Little inside. All right, though. It carried. I think that strike looked better than the first one. Okay, getting the hang of it. Little inside, maybe. All right, I'm gonna try and get one more good shot, and then I'm gonna try moving around. Try and pay attention to where my ball is down at the break point to get to the pocket. Oops. Outside a little. Like that ball. All right. Let's see if we can move around a little bit. I'm already more right than I would normally play. So let's see if we can move more right. Oh. All right. Missed what I was targeting down lane by a boatload, which is clearly a technical term, boatload. Oh, there we go. Okay, so I got that where I wanted down lane. So I'm gonna try and tighten up my line a little. Nope. Better, but nope. So far, not super successful moving right per se. Ooh, that was way too far outside. Of course, the shot that I think is garbage is the one that carries. Okay, enough of this nonsense. Let's try and move left. Okay, so I'm gonna move back to where I started with my eternity, and I anticipate I'm gonna need to pick my ball speed up a bit. So let's see what happens here. I like that quite a bit. I don't know how repeatable that would be for me. We'll try a couple more and see what happens. Like, I think most people, right, we all kind of have a speed at which we bowl that we're comfortable with, like kind of our main ball speed. So slowing my ball speed down and speeding my ball speed up are great, and I can do it for a certain period of time, but it takes a lot of brain power. Oh, that wasn't nice. first ball I've thrown in a while that I actually enjoy moving left and throwing a little harder with. I have more room than I expected out there. Woo! That was a little too far outside and a little too fast. We'll throw one more outside, go back to the beginning, and then have my Eternity up here, which I warmed up with, as well as my Crusher, which I don't think is gonna be a very good apples to apples comparison. Oh, that was terrible. Apparently just terrible enough. All right, back to my starting point and then we'll look at some variety. Yay, that was beautiful. I think I've thrown enough balls and I'm starting to see a little bit more room down lane. Came off my hand a little strange. Oh, that was awful. Do you ever do that in league where you throw a terrible ball? You know that you've tugged it or you've tripped over your feet in your approach, and then you get a strike and you think to yourself, how on God's green earth am I gonna repeat that? That was better. A little too far inside. So, off camera, found out a little bit more about the real time. Found out that it is a polished solid, which explains why it wasn't super shiny. And it's probably like a ball that's like kind of in the middle-ish as far as the echelon of bowling balls, if you will. Where like it's not really a top shelf ball. It's also not on the bottom. So let's just throw the Crusher and see how the motion of the balls compare. Strangely enough, not as dissimilar as I would have expected. My Crusher also has a bit of lane shine on it. Better? So I've thrown some decent balls. I've moved left a little bit, like 3 boards. There we go. That was better. So comparing the two, even though the Crusher has a good amount of lane shine, you can definitely see the results of a stronger cover. Oh, that wasn't nice. It should have gone down. So maybe the best ball I've thrown all day. One more. Uh-oh. So I will say, had I made that mistake, that same mistake that I just made by tugging a little, missing down lane by about 3 boards, if I was throwing the real time, I don't think that there would have been that much of a penalty for being off that far. Oops, tug that. Okay. All right. See if I can get one more good shot with the real time, and then we'll do a wrap up. That was better. There, hey! All right, wrapping it up. This is the real time. It is a polished solid. If you're interested in the numbers or the layout, you can find them right here. Is this a ball that would make its way into my bag? As beautiful as it is, probably not. I mean, there's an outside possibility. What could it be great for? It could be great for somebody who doesn't like the look of a solid ball, but if you get a pearl ball, then it goes down lane and it's a little bit too angular. So this could be a good option. It'll get down lane, but won't quite have that snap on you. Could be a great option for you. If you have any other questions or comments about the real time, feel free to mention in the comments. Thanks a bunch for watching, and we'll see you next time.